Hey everyone, hi. Alright. Welcome to Final Fantasy XIV. This is the final episode of Realm Reborn, finally! And it only took, what, like 7, 8 episodes? It's fine. It's not so bad. It's fine. On the last episode, if we recall, the strapping lad from Little Alamigo was found backstabbed and murdered. And Calosa wasn't there to protect him. She saved the strapping lad before, but she couldn't do it a second time. It's very sad. It's too sad. Alright, well then. I guess we gotta tell the news to Minfilia. Ooh. Minfilia, we've got news. Calosa, you are returned, and you seem troubled. Did the role of escort chafe so? No, it's not just that. We have a problem on our hands. Wilred? Dead? Mayhap murdered by the 12! How can that be? I will send word to Alphinaud at once. He will want to conduct a full investigation and send word to Wilred's family. Gods, he was just a boy! Who would do this? And why? Oh, jeez. And this is why you want to do the cute ones with Tataru first, because in this game you have to do Wilred, and everyone's like, oh gods, Wilred's dead! Time to go help Tataru become not an an arcanist, and it's really dumb. It's really bad whiplash. Hey, LV! What, Minfilia cannot help but look to the past. Past of what? Well, I'm looking to the present. Wilred is dead! Unless you're talking about the past of when he was murdered. Though recent events weigh heavily upon our minds, we must needs set them aside for now. Wilred's dead! Alphinaud, no. Alphinaud is doing the investigation. We gotta focus on what we gotta do. That's his jurisdiction. He's the Crystal Brave commander guy. What's up, Minfilia? What do you need? We have come to a defining moment in Eorzean history. The grand commemoration of our joint defense of Ishgard. The first time in 15 long years that our people have stood side by side with our neighbors to the north to fight in common cause. This may mark the true rebirth of the Eorzean alliance. Failing that, it should at least serve to bring our nations closer together. Just that completely stoic face. We have every reason to raise our voices in celebration, do we not? Wilred's dead, Minfilia. You know what? We have bested Dravanians and Ascians both. Against desperate odds, we have fought and won. But the primals still plague us, and the Empire still plots our subjugation. And our triumphs, remarkable though they are, they were bought at a terrible price, like Wilred and Moonbreeda. Brave adventurers and allies have broken on the steps of faith, and before our eyes in this very room, our dear friend Moonbreeda. This is the victory we have wrought, and it is as bitter ashes in my mouth. I would sooner stay here and invite those with more appetite to enjoy the feast in my stead. Alas, it is a royal banquet, and all of our allies will be in attendance. It is our duty to present a united front, that we might serve as a beacon of hope for all. Let's smile while people are you know what? I'm fine. I miss Wilred. He was so tiny. seems I have no choice but to take my own advice. I instructed the others to meet us in Ul'dah, that we might make our grand entrance together. Unfortunately, I had to settle for leaving Tataru and Lamine a note. If they do not return quickly, they will have to settle for whatever leftovers I can smuggle out of the fragrant chamber. Alright, it's time. It's time for the banquet. Ooh, still cutscene. Real! Off to the big soiree, Calosa. Raise a glass for me, eh? Or not. You don't look best pleased, lass. Something on your mind? It's Wilred, Real. He was murdered. I know it. By the Navigator. Wilred's dead. Gods damn it. They must know they've been rumbled. Sod it. 'Tis past time we had this talk. After our last conversation, I got to thinking about where certain funds were coming from, so I had to dig around, on the quiet like, and sure enough I found it. Seems a fair bit of coins made its way into the Braves' coffers courtesy of a Dodo Consortium. Daft a name for a business if ever I heard one, which is what first gave me an inkling as to what weren't right. So I went through the ledgers again and found another half-dozen donations from organizations with stupid bloody names. Didn't take long to find a common thread. All were owned by the Mirage Trust. Oh, I'll give the bastard credit. He showed us up for the amateurs we are. Short of calling one of his businesses the bloody Bribery Consortium, I don't know where he could have done more to mock our rules on financial contributions. The gods only know how many men of the first and third are taking Telegi's coin, but now we know as some of them are. I'd wager me right eye they're the ones what did for Wilfred. The earnest young fool had taken to asking the wrong kind of questions, bound to attract attention he was. Should have seen it at the time, but I didn't, gods damned me! Still, I don't see what Telegi hopes to accomplish. He hid his scheme with all the care of a drunk pissing into the wind. Now he's cleverer than this, so we need to be clever too. That's the only way we'll ever repay this debt of blood. We'll purge every one of them traitorous bastards from our ranks. On that you have me word. Real. And Calosa, mind yourself when you're in Ul'dah, eh? We're headed into a storm, I can smell it. The kind what'll sweep a man overboard and drag him under before he knows it. Yeah. Take care, Real. Well, I don't have to actually teleport. Let's actually teleport there. Might as well. I have 180 of these. Better use them. Hey, Alteron, sorry, you caught me right in the middle of doing a Cockney accent, which is not very good, but I'll do my best. Oh wait, Royal Promenade. Let's use the Etherite. Save us some walking, oh yeah! Ethernet, Chamber of Rule. Time to do my patented speedrunning strats. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Hey guys, I am not being weird and awkward at all. I do hope Ida is not under the impression we are here to make merry. We are ostensibly the antecedents' escort, after all. It's a banquet, so there'll definitely be food, but will there also be dancing? And if there is, will it be before or after the food? Dancing on a full stomach is no fun, but neither is being hungry. What to do? No, just my imagination. Oh, pay no attention to me. 'Tis a habit for my misspent youth, looking over my shoulder from time to time. Hey, Demon Brick. Flash hand over. Here you go. Nom nom nom. Yeah, you eat that. Good job. Good boy. I didn't know any better. I should think our bard had run afoul of another jilted lover. I mean, really. I'm just saying, is there someone down there, Thancred? I mean, there's those Lalafels being cute, but they've always been cute. You know what? Whatever. Midphilia, let's do this. We've been waiting for you, Calosa. The celebration is due to begin shortly. I had hoped that we might make our introductions together, but Mistress Momodi just sent word that you're needed at the quicksand. At the quicksand? What do you mean? What could be more important than this? We will go on. Elvie was like, damn, I should have been down there. You could go quick. He's still standing here. You can make it look like it. We will go on ahead, Calosa. Pray join us once matters at the quicksand are resolved. Mm-hmm. Oh no, never mind. There he goes. No! Thancred, what's up? Give my regards to Momodi and let her know that I will call upon her anon. Maybe he's noticed something too. He and Riol are always those types of sneaky types. Well, let's hope things turn out for the best. Alright, alright. Adventurer's Guide. Oh well, parties are dumb anyway. It's okay, Elvie. You don't need to. I mean, I think this is probably for the best anyway. We need to figure out what's going on. Let's let the NPCs make merry and do the court official stuff while we do the actual work. I appreciate you dropping in on such short notice, Calosa. I know you've got places to be, so I won't waste your time. You're friends with a crystal brave by the name of Alian, aren't you? Former adventurer? Come to think of it, I'm pretty sure you recruited her yourself. Why, yes, I did. Well, and I remember her grandfather, too. But anyway, whatever. What's this about Alian? Anyway, she came round for a meal not long ago, and before she left, she asked me to give you a message. Said if the others ended up dragging you to the feast, I was to see to it got to you before you made your grand entrance. Meet me at the station west of the coffer and coffin. There's something I must show you. Short message, I'll grant you, but she thought long and hard before picking those words. Barely touched her food, too. Under other circumstances, I'd have thought those were signs of a troubled heart. But something tells me she ain't planning to ask your thoughts on a gentleman caller. Oh, jeez. Oh, no, has Alian figured things out? Oh no, maybe she'll end up like Wilred. No! We gotta go. Come, but not gone. So this little place is not a fake. You can see it's a little crane that they take their ores out when they mined it. Well, here's where Alian said to meet us, so let's do it. Oh no, don't fall over, Demon Brick. Stay upright and be nice and strong. As you stand upon the platform, your thoughts begin to wander. And all too soon, the ghosts of comrades lost and enemies slain begin to fill your mind's eye with solemn procession. Clearing your head, you scan the horizon, but see no sign of Alian. Straining your ears to listen, you hear the chatter of Kikirin and the buzzing of syrphids, but no approaching footfall. Sighing, you bow your head, only to notice the vial lying at your feet. Oh, hey! Yeah, there was a little vial here when we arrived. Was this what Alian wanted us to see? Calosa, is that you? What brings you out this way? Laurentius? What are you doing out here? I could ask the same. Well, I was just told to wait here for Aliane. Have you seen her? Lieutenant Aliane. Why, no, I haven't seen her about. Had she come this way, I guarantee we would have crossed paths. I've just passed this spot a dozen times. We're to patrol the city's environs on account of the royal banquet. Captain's orders, you understand. Speaking of which, isn't it about to begin? You should be with the other honored guests, enjoying your well-deserved respite. Pray return to Ulda, Calosa. If I chance to beat upon the lieutenant, I'll tell you we're here. Yeah, thanks, Laurentius. But he watches after us after we leave. Hey, this is Laurentius. Aye, she just left. Using a link shell. Anonymous room.
O Sultan Tree, hallowed spirit of my line.
Among praise.
Through my weakness, the glorious house of Ul has all but disappeared beneath the sands. For want of the strength to raise it up again, it were better that it fall. Forgive me, but I know not what else to do.
Cute little tidbit. This is the main theme of Thanalan in 1.0. So nice little callback. Well, let's head back to Momodi then. Oh, I hope she's okay. Gosh darn it! What? Oh, that's what happened. Okay, my fault. There we go. My fault. Something happened on my end and I made a mistake. And I didn't teleport. Whoops. I'll just walk. Not a huge deal. I reckon you'd head straight to the feast after meeting with Aliane. What's the matter? No appetite? Do you know anything about this glass container? It appears to have been used before, but to contain what? So she wasn't there, but this was? Let's see. Looks to me like an alchemist's vial, but beyond that I can't say. Might be best if you hold on to it for safekeeping, though. Thanks. No use worrying about Aliane. I'm sure she'll turn up before too long, and when she does, we'll soon find out what it is we're all in aid of. Besides, you've got more important things to think about. Yeah, I don't want her to end up like Wilred. Your star could not rise any higher. Would you believe that while you were away, another message arrived for you? Well, one did. One delivered to this by the Sultana's handmaiden, no less. Seems her grace desires a private audience. Her handmaiden will meet you on the royal promenade and escort you to the Sultana's chambers. So, what are you waiting for? Go on then, go! Oh, let's see what it's like then. Oh.
You needn't trouble yourself so. Your grace is most kind, but it is no trouble to me, rather an honor. If your grace is ready, I shall summon the warrior of light. I am.
Oh, Meanwhile, at the party, yeah! Party! 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 Look at all that food. A giant dodo. Bow, 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 bow.
Everyone looks to be in high spirits.
With good cause.
A common victory may serve to unite even the most unlikely of allies.
Party, party, Alteron knows.
You've brought us one step closer to a united Eorzea.
Your modesty knows no bounds, antecedent. Were it not for your efforts, Sir Emmerich would never have become such a steadfast ally. When he convinces his countrymen to rejoin the Alliance, we shall all reap the benefits, military and economic. I tell you, we are on the cusp of a new era of unity and prosperity. Territorial disputes are all that divide us now, but I have faith that we will find an amicable solution in time.
Nothing bad is ever gonna go wrong right now. Amaric is there? Oh, missed my chance. Sorry, LV.
And failing that, I'll have my trusty warrior of light box the ears of all concerned. Speaking of whom...
I love that Alphinaud treats us like freaking, like, just a person he could just throw at his problems. Yeah, but let's be honest. Amaric is busy with the other leaders. He probably wouldn't be able to spend so much time. This is probably for the best.
She will be joining us shortly. A matter at the quicksand required her attention, but it did not sound serious.
Alright, let's do it. Roll. Here we go. What business would her grace have with the likes of you? This lady still hasn't changed. I'm kind of sad that they haven't like changed the city all that much. Later on in other expansions they fixed that, but it's just like, why would she want it? And it's like literally she just called me. Whatever, man. Thank you for coming, madam. Her grace is most eager to speak with you. If you require a moment to compose yourself before your audience, you may have it. Or, if you are ready, it would be my honor to escort you to her grace's chambers forthwith. Upon proceeding to the Sultana's bedchamber, nice! Several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. They added this in because cutscenes are getting longer, and even if we just like let it like run on auto, this would probably take like 20 minutes. These cutscenes get really long. This is the cutscene. This is the one that made people go insane. This was the final thing. So it's coming. It's happening. Sit down, grab a drink of water, grab some food. We're doing it, man. Here it comes.
enter. Your Grace, your guest has arrived.
Yo!
Pray, come in, and take your ease.
Don't mind if I do. Nom, 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 nom. Eating all of her sweets.
"'Tis well that the steps of faith held against the Horde.
And what of the city proper?
We sustained some few losses, but the heart of our nation yet beats with vigor. I am not certain I could say the same had we not received your most generous aid.
An attack on Ishgard is an attack on the realm. We stand together or fall divided.
Such noble words after the fact.
Alphinaud. I'm not here.
I had hoped to speak in the presence of Her Grace, but it seems she has been delayed. That being the case, now would seem as good a time as any. Honored friends, pray allow me to convey Ishgard's warmest gratitude for your part in the defense of our lands.
Calosa just barges in so dude. Oh! That's basically, yep, that's Calosa.
'Tis upon the success of this very alliance that my recommendation to throw open the gates of judgment shall be founded. With the blessing of the Archbishop, it is my hope that Ishgard will soon be reunited with her long-estranged sister nations, and that Eorzea shall once more be as one.
Huzzah! Clap, clap, clap. Crystal Brave. He's whispering to Alfie.
Very well.
Is aught amiss?
Nothing to worry about. I shall return anon.
No. Midfilia, over here! In the Crystal Graves room with Yu Hase.
You wished a word, Yu Hase?
You may go. Your Grace. You must be curious as to the reason for this private audience. The matter I would discuss, however, will soon make apparent the need for discretion.
Oh, there's no food here! Whoops. Okay, fine, I wasn't eating food. I'm a little hungry, though. Anyway, continue. It's the Moogle plushie and the Chocobo plushie, too! On her bed. It's so cute.
I intend to abdicate the throne and dissolve the monarchy.
What? Huh?
You have seen for yourself the storm of turmoil that howls through our streets. The government fails in its responsibilities, and my subjects suffer the consequences of our incompetence. But I will see them suffer no longer. The victory feast shall provide the stage on which I declare the dissolution of the Sultanate.
Oh, jeez. That's gonna be a huge thing, Nanamo. Are you sure there's not gonna be like a riot or anything? Just saying.
'Tis mine intent that the ruling class of our golden city should take its place beside the common man in a fair and equitable republic. No more shall this nation bow to the whims of a privileged few.
Okay.
Yet, that which I propose will entail the tearing up of this city's very foundations. And even Reborn, with all his strength and influence, will be hard-pressed to keep his footing on such treacherous ground.
Yeah, that's the big thing I'm worried about.
Thus would I ask you to lend him a steadying hand.
So, you want me to be your warrior of light and box some ears? I mean, sure. I mean, if we can get Lolorito and Telegiadaleji to stop being jerks, then yeah, sure.
You who have endured the wrath of innumerable foes are the one hero in whom I can place my trust. Will you do this thing for me?
Oh,
I am truly grateful. More grateful than I can well express.
Oh, her little eyes wiggled for a bit. It was very cute. That was a very good expression.
Much of my dread for the coming days has been quieted.
Okay, this fourth wall breaking. Okay, thank you. What? Nanamo? Nanamo! Okay. Okay, calm down. Asuna. Whoa!
Your Grace!
Telegiadaleji, it's not what it... Oh, jeez.
Her Grace, the Sultana, is dead. Poison in her wine? You did this!
Are you serious? I was on halfway across the... I couldn't have!
Spare us your denials. I see no other suspects, and the room has but the one entrance. I hereby accuse you of regicide. Men, arrest this viper.
You know what? We'll get to the bottom of this. Alphinaud?
Sir, barring a few exceptions, we have detained all those with allegiance to the Scions. The Rising Stones is also under our control.
The Rising Stones as well?
And what do you hope to achieve with this mutiny?
Why, that which we have striven for all along, Commander. The salvation of Eorzea.
is the meaning of this?
What?
Knights from the homeland. This cannot bode well.
Ishgardians?
Lord Commander, we have received an urgent message from the Holy See. I am grieved to report that your serpentine foes have resumed their assault. Needless to say, your presence is urgently required. These knights have come to bear you swiftly home to Ishgard.
A surprise attack?
We've had no such word from our men, and the timing is most fortuitous to catch us away from the city.
Most fortuitous indeed.
Lord Commander, we must away.
Hey there, Cam Clark again.
You have been a most gracious host. I hope that I might one day return the favor. Come, Lucia.
I doubt that's gonna happen. What's going on? All of the Scions are getting weirded out. Telegia Leggy smirks. Vangred wooing girls outside. Look at my little Sakura earrings.
Whatever is going on in there?
Nani? Oh!
Ah, the ever-dutiful brass blades. I must apologize, but my dance card is rather full. Another time, perhaps?
Damn it. Yeah, I'll be like, damn it, Vangred. The earrings are pretty cute, though.
Thancred, of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. You stand accused of committing acts of espionage in service to the Garlean Empire.
I love it! Thancred, of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. You stand accused of committing acts of espionage to service to... Ah, beautiful.
Espionage? What in the seven hells are you talking about? Ah, if you're referring to that business with the Ultima weapon, then you must understand, I wasn't myself.
I love how everyone is just like, oh, right. I was kind of... Okay, never mind.
Under interrogation, an Imperial prisoner revealed your involvement in numerous dealings with the enemy. We've also been investigating reports that you are a practitioner of forbidden arts.
No, he was possessed. I knew it. I knew this was gonna come back to bite him.
You'd best come along with us.
You invite me to your party and now you want me to leave? I do so detest receiving mixed signals. Come then. I believe I've lost my appetite for this farce of a celebration.
Yeah, get him! The forbidden sexy art? Does he have sexy no jutsu? Flirting is a forbidden art. I mean, to Calosa it is.
You go too far, Lord Adeleji. By what right do you march armed soldiers into a royal banquet and eject state visitors without her grace's consent?
Oh no, Reborn.
You treat the brass blades as your personal army and show contempt for the throne with your every act. Leave us, now.
Is that an order, General? Mayhap you have mistaken me for one of your flames. You will find I am not so slavishly obedient. As you lecture me on personal armies. As for your outrageous claim that I have shown contempt for the throne, let all here observe that it was not I who feasted while an assassin removed its occupant. I I expect this is your idea of defending the nation, is it? This and diluting our forces through these distractions in Cartano and Kurthus. I do begin to see how the ranks of the Immortal Flames came to be riddled with Garlean sympathizers. You are plainly unfit for command.
Wait, goddamn you. Your words make no sense. What assassin?
I love how Reborn just literally cannot believe it. It's just my heart.
You mean to say you don't know? We caught the vaunted champion of the Scions in her Grace's private chambers, not moments after the deed was done.
No! No, this cannot be!
Save your breath. You will need it to plead your case. You and your entire order are to be tried for this atrocity. Bring in the prisoner!
I love how they have to fade to black. They can't open that door. Ah! You idiots!
This woman stands accused of poisoning Her Royal Majesty Nanamu Namo and is suspected accessories to the crime. All members of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn will be detained for questioning.
Ilbert, are you serious? Just give me a staff. I'm a healer. I can resurrect her. I don't have much time, though. You gotta...
This is madness!
What a pity. Who'd have thought your tale would end like this?
Ilbert?
Should you demand further proof, a vial with traces of the substance used to poison her grace was found upon the assassin's person.
Wait, that was the vial? Laurentius!
How very convenient.
Laurentius, you should know that it wasn't...
You would speak of convenience? Who persuaded her grace to host this celebration? A diversion which presented you and your confederates ample opportunity to commit the crime, and a crowd within which to fade from view. A more convenient occasion I could scarcely imagine.
Elvie has a point. I told y'all, parties are dumb. Thank goodness Elvie decided not to come.
How dare you! After all we have done for Uldar!
Hold your tongue, witch! I'll not be ensorcelled! I know all about the dark gift that you and your disciples wield.
You mean the dark gift that makes it so I can murder primals so you guys don't die?
Oh yes, I've observed how you worked upon the minds of the Alliance leaders, bending them to your will.
Oh, gods, I want to punch you in the face so hard.
And what of your cordial relationship with Sir Emmerich? For years, Ishgard abjured all contact with the outside world, and now the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights treats you with the familiarity of a childhood friend.
Well, let's be honest, that's mostly Elvie. That's just that he's being really nice to, because Elvie is really nice to him. You know, maybe if you guys just acted friendly for once instead of white and never... This isn't the point!
I'll tell you what I think. I think this desperate defense of Ishgard was but a ruse to deceive us into dividing our forces. Your next move will be to charm your Kurthan allies into invading our lands. Now that is truly ridiculous.
How do you even think of this stuff?
She cannot be dead.
Reborn!
Stand aside, Ilbert. I want to see the Sultana.
Spare yourself the pain, brother. I saw her with my own eyes. For a mercy, the poison took her swiftly. Her handmaiden can attest to that.
This cannot be.
Nanamo. Nanamo.
No!
Plainly, the Royalists can no longer be relied upon to keep our nation safe. And so it falls to the monitorists of the Syndicate to govern Uldar. But should you wish to help us, General, we would be more than happy to entrust the task of planning Her Grace's funeral to you.
Oh, what a snake!
It seems only right that you should bury your precious Sultana, and we will be glad to be rid of that burden.
I'll bet you will. You more than any man.
Whatever do you mean?
I mean you had her killed, you black-hearted bastard!
What rot! Though I did have sufficient motive, 'tis true. That young lady caused me no end of grief.
That face! Ugh!
She always was a most unwilling puppet. I dare say Her Grace was grateful that someone thought to cut her strings.
You would mock her, then mock her from hell!
What?
Oh, Riptology cut in half before scores of people.
Have you lost your mind, General? It is forbidden to draw steel in the royal chambers, much less slaughter our fellow Syndicate members. You're one of them. You've been in league with the Scions all along.
You're next, you scheming bastard!
Oh, no. Wilred? Ah, there goes his arm.
Oh, Reborn! 7 hells!
Miller's like, what the crap? Wilred.
Admiral, we must leave.
Yeah. Whoop, it's time to get out of this place. Yeah, let's let Uldar eat itself alive. Pass us along. Let's go.
How unlike you, old friend. I did not expect to take your arm so easily.
Take the Scions into custody. They have conspired to commit regicide. And arrest this traitor as well.
Wilred, I hope you choke on their coin.
'Tis better than the dirt I've supped on these long years. We can't all abandon Alamigo and become great war heroes as you have.
I love how Wilred was like, I'd rather lose an arm than betray my own friends. And look at this. Wilred. And this was why there were only like 10 fanfics of these two together, because this part happened and whoop, that went straight out the window.
You are not the man you once were, Reborn. Since that girl strapped the yoke around your neck, you've become docile. She took the mad bull and cut off his balls, and a bull that cannot rot is fit for naught but slaughter. Shall I tell you who really killed your precious Sultana?
No.
It was me.
You die!
Holy Did you cut my bindings? Oh, bud.
I never doubted you, not for a moment. There is more to this than I yet understand. Flee this place. Clear your names. Find out who is behind this plot. It is the only way. Now go!
Okay. Come on, everyone. Let's go. Oh, and this isn't the end yet. Oh no. I told you, when they tell you it's gonna be a long one, they mean it.
Ah, there you are.
Hey, Thancred!
Thancred, where have you been?
Making out with girls, probably. Elvie's gonna be so sad.
Avoiding the fumbling advances of some very persistent admirers.
That's exactly what I said.
When I realized the celebrations had turned sour, it seemed prudent to slip away and take stock of the situation. 'Twould appear that much of the city is already under tight guard. It occurs to me that expanding the Brass Blade's authority may not have been such a wonderful idea after all.
Elvie's just shouting, Thancred, you'd better not be possessed! I don't know, he sounds pretty Thancred to me. What was it? And if it's not the real Thancred, then we found a suitable substitute.
The success of this plan was contingent upon those thugs having the run of the place. Just how long has this scheme been in motion?
The careful preparations, the maneuvering of forces. I am inclined to agree with the General's insistence that a deeper plot exists here.
So, would I be right in thinking we now have an excuse to pummel as many brass blades as we like?
You'd like that, Ida.
Unless you plan on pummeling them all, I'm not sure that will greatly aid our cause.
The Sultana's assassination was but one part of the scheme. We too were its targets. And though we did not share Pononimo's fate, we are yet hobbled by the charges laid at our door. Where now might we seek refuge?
Where indeed, we may safely assume that our foe is thought to have the Rising Stones watched.
Forgive me for stating the obvious, but our choice of destination will matter little if we cannot secure an escape route out of Ul'dah.
We'll find out when we get out. Do you get it?
Happily, I believe I can provide one. Papa Shan once told me about the passages hidden in the walls of the palace. If I recall correctly, the fireplace in Animo's chambers conceals the entrance to a tunnel.
Why did Papa Shan tell you such a... You know what? Papa Sean,
It should lead outside the city and allow us to avoid any messy confrontations.
It sounds like a plan, though. Thank goodness Papa Sean is the worst Sultan sworn. Alderaan. We gotta go! It's this way! Over here!
The rest of you go on ahead. I'll handle this lot.
Ida!
By yourself? I suppose I shall just have to join you.
Crystal Braves too, huh? Now this should be interesting.
Ida! Papalimo!
You've shut the gates!
We will hold our pursuers here. Hurry, now! Find this tunnel of Thancreds.
Papalimo, you do realize that I can just walk on the outside. You've seen me speedrun like twice already. You know what? Never mind. Alderaan, quick! Check Thancred's ass!
We cannot linger!
I mean, check him for Ascians! You know what? Maybe Papa Sean was trying to protect him from a jilted lover, but he did show him a secret entrance into Nanamo's bedchamber. I'm just saying, there should have been a better one. Come on, Minfilia. Meanwhile, in a darkened hallway, maybe in Ralbon's bedchamber. Ooh. See, this Papa Sean is the worst at shipping. It's the lady in waiting. She knows Lolorito? Ida's mask.
Now look what you've done.
Ida's mask got chipped.
Ida, are you all right? There are just too many of them.
I'm fine. I could do this all day. How about you?
Nearing the end of my tether.
Papalimo, see, here's the thing about black mages. You do fire attacks, and then you use ice attacks to get your mana back. And then you use fire attacks to use your mana. So, Papalimo, I know it's difficult, but you can just use the ice attack. Come on, you can do it. Use the ice attack. Oh, have fun dying. I mean, see, this is why. Bad players.
This is so stupid. We're the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. The ones who stand between this realm and the evil that's trying to destroy it.
That's why we're punching people.
And if you think we'll leave the stewardship of Eorzea to the likes of your masters, then you're sorely mistaken.
Sorry I dragged you into this, Papalimo.
'Tis hardly the first time, and I'll be damned if it will be the last.
Oh. Could it be?
of it, Ida.
The limit break!
I was hoping you'd say that.
We can! That was the Monk Limit Break 3. What are you talking about? That was totally what you can do. You could totally do that. Why do you think I called it a limit break? That was the limit break 3 for Monk.
I never knew such a watercourse existed beneath Uldar.
Oh, giving other people a limit break power? Well, see, if you give other people limit break power, then you don't have any power left for fighting. So you'd rather just build it up slowly and then have 8 people who are prepared. Anyway, we're underneath we're in the sewers beneath Uldar. Yay, sewer level.
The architecture is of the Sildine style, if I'm not mistaken. The ancients plainly foresaw the need for a ready means of escape.
Yeah, I remember the Sildines. Then there were 2, and then they killed each other. Valadia, right? Something like that. What the?
This way!
They're following us!
Well, that didn't take long. It seems these tunnels were not as secret as I'd hoped.
Is this a prequel for TMNT? Oh my gosh. It's the 4 of us! Except 3 are girls, so...
You two, go on ahead. Thancred and I will deal with this.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean to do?
Only that which is required to ensure that the dawn's light survive to brighten the morrow.
They're protecting the echo. People with the echo.
Fear not, antecedent. You haven't seen the last of these fair features.
But...
My friends.
Leave us!
What is the plan, milady? Shall I take the dozen on the left and you the dozen on the right? The odds are not exactly stacked in our favor.
Numbers will count for little when I bring the tunnel down upon their heads. Though I cannot say I relish the thought of being entombed with you for all eternity.
I could just imagine some people walking along in Uldar and suddenly, the entire street just falls.
You wound me. I will have you know that many a maid would kill for the chance to spend forever at my side. Now, may I have the last dance?
There goes the light.
Well, this is going splendidly. Now would be a good time, milady!
And he tips his fedora.
'Tis done. Forgive me, Mitra.
Nitra is Y'shtola's sister.
Farewell, Ophelia.
Oh no, what am I gonna tell Elvie? Oh no. Yeah. Y'shtola, you'd better not lose Thancred or get him possessed. Never let him live it down. Well, I guess now we can, now that he's dead. Oops. What?
Hydaelyn, she speaks to me.
Hydaelyn's back?
No.
What do you mean? Minfilia, what?
I must remain behind, but you cannot stay with me.
What do you mean? No, I'm not leaving.
Please, you must go on. You are the warrior of light. You are hope for the Scions and for all the realm.
But you have the echo too.
As long as your flame continues to burn, the light of the dawn may ever be relit.
I can't do it alone.
You must escape and save Eorzea from those who would plunge it into darkness. Tis the only way.
Minfilia, please. Minfilia! Oh. The Helvy's just fishing. Wow, I hope Calosa's having fun at the party. We're out. Oh, thank goodness we're out. What the? Huh? Who are... Oh, is that Alphinaud? But who is...
I am glad to see you safe, my friend. What of the others?
They're gone.
Damn that man! Taleji played me for a fool. I thought the Crystal Brave's mine till the very moment I felt the blade at my back.
There will be ample time for soul-searching later. For now, we must put some arms between us and Ul'dah.
Yeah. What the? What in the world? Huh?
Well, would you look who it is? Need a ride? I doubt it'll be half as exciting as the last trip we took. Not if I have anything to say about it anyway.
Wait a minute. Who's that with you? Is that Aeonica and Elvie? Are you guys here?
Well, I'm at the Coffer and Coffin. Don't know about Elvie.
I don't know. You're over. What, are you over here? On here? On this? Right here with us? Right now?
That's not Dawdle, eh?
Hello.
All aboard!
All aboard? All right, let's go. Let's get out of here. Oh no. We're being pursued. Let's get out of here, you 3, 4, 5, 6, there are 7? Are there 7 people on this? Anyway, let's just go. Well, this went swimmingly. Did you hear about what happened?
I told you parties are dumb.
I should have listened, Elvie. I'm so sorry. Also, I'm so sorry. I might have gotten Thancred possessed and or killed.
Oh, no.
Might have been both, actually. I'm really bad.
Damn it. I was stocking up on supplies over
Just
in
one
West
after
Bay,
the
you
other.
see, when your sister come up and begged a favour. Said her brother was having some trouble down in Uldar and likely needed a helping hand getting away.
Ah, it was Alice. Alice put you up to this. Well, thanks for coming along and thanks for saving my butt.
Thinking them ruins would make a fine hiding place, I decided to try there first. And lo and behold, there you were. Aye, and judging by them soldiers as we're pouring out of the city, I arrived not a moment too soon. Ha! Must have been fate that we happened to find you there, though, eh?
I had thought to look out for Alize, but would appear she was the one watching over me. I've made such a mess of things.
Oh, Alfie. I'm sorry that you ruined everything and exploded the entire, like, Eorzea. I mean, the Scions are... Oh. You know what? I'm not gonna say anything.
Every entrepreneur starts with a failure.
What was it? You gotta jump on the horse 100 times and fall off 99 or whatever.
Yeah.
Whoops.
And who might you be, young sir?
Yeah, what's this little tiny Lalafell guy with the horns? The horns.
The devil.
Maybe he is a bull.
No, he's a devil.
Pippin Tarupin,
Devil
Vice
boy.
Marshal of the Immortal Flames.
Pippin Tarupin! Wait, where's your cousin? Shouldn't you have a cousin that should be like, you know, setting off fireworks and stuff? I don't know, I don't get it.
I had been on the Alamegan front these past few moons, but an urgent communication called me back to Uldar. Scarce had my boots touched the cobbles, though, when the streets erupted with cries of assassination. I immediately went in search of answers, and came across Master Alphinaud here. Needless to say, I did not think his imprisonment justified. The blame plainly lies with the Monetarists. Their greed and corruption are well known to me, but for them to take advantage of the situation with such alacrity...
Was that Pippin, you said? Ain't that the name of General Aldin's lad?
Wait, Raubon had a kid? What?
Yes, I am his son. Adopted, of course.
Oh, okay.
'Twas only as we were leaving Uldar that I learned of father's fate.
Oh no, Pippin! Oops.
Once I have seen you a safe distance away, I mean to return to the city and extricate him from this madness.
Oh, take care then.
Then you needn't travel no further than Blackbrush. Our fugitives have a friend waiting for them there.
Friend?
I dreamed of bringing about Eorzea's salvation, but in the end, 'twas I who needed saving.
It's okay, Alfie. Sometimes we do need saving. Raubon saved me. I needed saving too. Okay. You got all of us killed. Them soldiers will keep searching for a while yet. Reckon we'll take the carriage back towards Uldar and get lay of the land. Maybe provide a distraction if need be. You three wait here. Help will be along shortly. Stay strong, friends. The real fight's to come. Alright, let's go. Off they go very slowly. Bye, carriage. And that's the end of quite possibly one of the longest cutscenes ever into a fate. Nice.
Okay.
Hey there, Elvie. Hey there, Annika. Yeah, here we are. We're here. We're hiding. You can't see Alfie and Pippin. They're hiding over here. Yeah. Thanks for joining us on the ending of Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn.
And LV as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I say that? Did I say LV? I'm sorry.
No. I just... Yeah. We're here.
How could I have been so blind? Yo, Pippin. The one with the mysteriously really low voice? The most unassuming folk can prove to be our greatest allies. That fellow was but a passing merchant, yet he lent us aid without a moment's hesitation, or any hint of concern for his own safety. Well, he does work with the Scions a lot, so... Though I can well imagine how a man could feel inspired to risk all in your presence. Oh, well, thanks. Father spoke often of you, Calosa, and long have I looked forward to our first meeting. Needless to say, this is not at all how I envisioned it. Master Alphinaud, you must not give in to despair. That would only play into our enemy's hands. So long as you and Calosa are free, we may yet still set things right. Forgive me, Marshal Tarupin, but Alphinaud, my boy! Sorry to keep you waiting! Rolls up in a cart. I told you parties are dumb. Thank you, Elvie. Sid, what are you doing here? Pulling you out of the fire, as usual. Your merchant friend told me everything. Truly? Then he is no merchant, but an angel in peddler's clothes. But tell us, how do you intend to bear our friends to safety? I hid the Enterprise, but a short distance away. All I need is a destination. We must find a place beyond the reach of both the Monitarists and the Crystal Braves. Kurthus. Ishgard will not suffer the intrusion of foreign forces in their territory. That settles it. With me, everyone. Not I fear. I must remain here. I dare not abandon Uldad to the Monitarists and their cronies. You may be certain that they will seek to defame you, both here and in the other city-states. But know that I shall do my utmost to thwart their every effort. Frankly, I do not expect that to be much of a challenge. The small folk will not turn so easily on the Warrior of Light and her allies, no matter what the Monitarists claim. And so this is how you can essentially go into the main cities and do normal stuff there without immediately getting thrown into jail, because no one is going to rat us out. They're not snitches! Marshal Tarupin, I know not what to say. Ha! Now that father would labor to believe. But enough talk. You must go, Master Alphinaud. Your ship awaits. Yeah, I know. Alfie talks a lot. And I think we teleport here. Rip Annika.
Do?
Oh. Here's another cutscene.
Oh, yep. Yeah, you do.
Up! There's no rest for the righteous. Let's go, you two. Salute and a prayer. Still cutscene. Now we're in
Oh, hi, LV.
See, Elvie's with us. See? Exactly. We were all on the ship together.
No, you missed it.
Oh, that's okay. But we were all on the ship together. Dragoon. I'm only sad that Elvie can't do the pole dance. That they got rid of the pole dance ability. I'm sorry, Elvie. Your dreams of being a pole dancer have been destroyed.
Had to find another talent.
Yep.
Actually, I'll do it in free company chat, just so I don't spoil anyone.
I should make for Camp Dragonhead and speak with Lord Hoshafont. Mayhap he will know what to do. bit outside. He didn't actually land in the city. Sorry, Thancred's dead and or possessed or whatever. Ah, rip. This is basically how it turns out. Time to go to Camp Dragonhead and speak with Lord Harshfont. I guess this is just... Alvy's just gonna have to settle for number 2 then.
God.
Here you two are. What rumors, Aeonica?
No, you're meant to be.
Oh, I'm not
You're meant to be doing the...
I'm meant to be
No, you're meant to be reading it.
Okay, I'm gonna listen.
No, you're meant to be reading it. You're meant to be reading it.
Oh, did you hear the rumors? Well, and you didn't hear this from me, but word is the Sultan's dead, poisoned in her chambers. What do you mean, so shit? What do you mean, who said? I would be telling you if her sources were no good. I heard from my sister's friend's uncle, if you must know, and he's one of them gosh damn crystal whatevers. So it's gotta be true. But here's the kicker, see. Now I heard the bugger who did it. I heard it was General Reuben. And it makes sense, right? He's sure bloody right mad. Who else could it be? And that's not all he did. When they tried to arrest him for high treason and pesticide, no, that's not right. Royalty, regicide, yeah, that's the one. Then he wrote he resisted and killed a member of the syndicate. So they're taking him into custody, the Blade did, and I heard he's to take put to death. And Elvie just, more wine. Nice, thank you.
Thank you.
Was beautiful.
I worked hard on that. Thank you.
It was so good, and I hope I did it justice. Master Alphinaud told me your tale, Calosa. It warms my heart that you should turn to me before all others, and I shall endeavor to deserve your trust. Alas, the situation here has grown more complicated in your absence. 'Twould be best if I explained in full. Alright then. Try not to be too drunk. Thank you for helping, Elvie. I'm so sorry I got your boyfriend killed / possessed. Also, I'm sorry, Elvie. Alphinaud is sitting in that chair. Oh my god! What happened?
He's sad. I'm comforting him.
He's sitting in your lap.
Yeah.
Who managed to escape? What of those who did not? Oh, Alfie, baby! I didn't notice you because you were sitting on Elfie's lap. I love how I tried clicking on Alfie and it says that I pat the air. Wait, can I? Poke? No, there we go. I poke Alphinaud. Okay, I just wasn't clicked on him then. Okay. In times of trouble, there are few things more precious than unconditional support. And unconditional love? No, never mind.
There has been word from the capital. Ishgard has weathered another assault. And 'tis said several wyverns broke through into the city proper.
Whoa, so there actually was an attack.
The temple knights succeeded in slaying the beasts, but the intrusion prompted orders to further strengthen the guard and to place the city under a perpetual state of alert.
In other words, you can't go into Ishgard until 3.0 in, like, 6 months.
How keenly we feel the loss of our wards at the gates of judgment. Yet we must not bemoan our misfortune. Sir Emmerich is safely returned from Ul'dah, and once more leads the defense of Ishgard.
Yeah.
As for the matter of your asylum, I am afraid no progress will be made until the threat to our nation is diminished. But do not despair. You are not without allies. You are more than welcome to shelter here for as long as you wish. Pray, think of it as a new headquarters of sorts. The Falling Snows, or some such.
Adorable! Pray return to the Falling Snows!
All frivolity aside, any who come here in search of you will receive no aid from House Fortom. For once, the Ishgardian reputation for inhospitality shall work in our favor.
Yes!
Agents of Ul'dah will find their every inquiry dismissed, and their every request for entry rebuffed, until such time as their masters have acknowledged your innocence.
Oh. Oh, Alfie.
You once fought to preserve the honor of my dear friend. 'Tis a blessing that I may now repay that debt in kind. But let us dwell no more on this. Pray, join the rest of your companions.
The one Wait, there are other companions?
'Tis bitterly cold this day. I suspect there are those who might welcome the warmth your presence brings.
What do you mean? You mean there's someone else here? Alfie, come on! There's apparently people in the little House Fortom guard intercessory over here. Shall I show you inside? Upon proceeding into the intercessory, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Proceed into the intercessory. And this is it. This is it. Welcome to the official end of 2.x, I guess. Yeah. Not 2.0. Tataru! Alphinaud? Calosa? Is it really you? And Alvi and Ionica too! I'm so happy that you're I tried contacting Minfilia and the others, but no one would respond. And then the Crystal Braves, our own people, turned on us in the marketplace. Lamine told me to run, so I did. I ran until my lungs burned and my feet ached, but I lost my way and then... Fortunately, I had observed some of the Braves behaving suspiciously beforehand. Yugiri! What the? No mask? Ah, yes, my mask. It was lost in the struggle. Pretty, isn't she? Tataru, are you? Wait.
No. No.
Nope, we're not going there. After Yugiri found me, we traveled to Vesper Bay and met up with Orianche. When we told him what happened, he used his magics to weave a glamour around the Waking Sands. From the outside, our old headquarters now looks like an abandoned storehouse. The transformation didn't take long either. Apparently, Orianche started making preparations after the Imperial attack, just in case the Empire ever chose to pay us another visit. Good thinking, eh? Sorry, where was I? Oh yes, so we waited there at the Waking Sands, hoping others would come, but no one else did. My people are searching for the other Scions, even as we speak, but we have met with no success as yet. I had hoped you would be able to suggest further places to look. Ah, but you should know, the Rising Stones do not share the Waking Sands' good fortune. Only Crystal Braves await you there. Be that as it may, we have yet cause to hope, do we not? If the two of you escaped, it is not impossible the others could have done so as well. You may have been forsaken by men and women, believe true, but rest assured that the people of Doma yet stand with you. We welcome this opportunity to repay our debts and shall continue our efforts to locate the others and see the Scions restored to their rightful place of honor. No fire.
'Tis all my doing.
Oh, Alfie, here it comes.
I believed myself the only one who truly understood Eosia's woes. And look what that arrogance has wrought. I gave commands, influenced governments with my certainty. I treated the Crystal Braves and even the Scions themselves as pawns in my great scheme to save the realm.
Wow, you actually figured it out instead of blaming everyone else? That's actually better than me. Oof.
But in my headlong rush into imagined glory, I paid no heed to the ground upon which I trod. The salvation of Eorzea. What was it that I hoped to achieve? Did I believe that I could rid the realm of every danger and difficulty? That I could defeat the Empire and the Scions, and find homes for every refugee? Oh, yes. I was so very clever. Become a guardian of Eorzea, I implored, and sat back to watch my perfect army cleanse the land of chaos. It was all but a means to feed my own vanity. Only when all is lost do I finally realize the truth.
Oh, Alphinaud.
Oh, little mugs. From Harshaphon. 3 mugs.
So, Master Alphinaud, are you content to remain a broken blade? Is there no flame hot enough to reforge you?
Harshaphon.
What of the fine companions who yet stand at your side? I dare say the fires of their determination will soon have you slicing the air again with your customary wit.
I hardly deserve such friendship. And besides, where are we to go?
We just said we were staying here. Oh, Tataru.
Alphinaud, if I may? Should this place not serve our purpose, then we shall go to Ishgard. Minfilia told me many times, as long as we stand fast against despair, the beacon of hope will never be lost to sight. Be it in the snow or in the clouds, we few will see that the dawn's light shines again.
We can't be great heroes if we do it when it's easy. I mean, only when it's easy.
You are right, Tataru. Thank you. And thank you for your kind words, Lord Orchefon. 'Tis true that Eorzea yet has her guardians. The Scions have achieved much, and 'twould be remiss of me to discard it all in a fit of self-pity. Let us then resume our journey, together, one step at a time.
We'll find a way. Together. Roll credits. Freeze frame, roll credits. Or I guess fade to black, roll credits. There it is. Well, this is the main reason I did this was to bring you two in so we could talk for a bit. So, first question. How was the difference between what was it, the ending to 2.0 and I guess 2.0 in general, and then 1 to 2.5? What do you think?
Just marked difference in quality. Like
Incredible, I know. Was there anything in particular that like stood out to you?
Amric.
The moment they started putting in sexier boys, that's when you knew.
That's when you know the quality's getting better.
I met him and I messaged him like, there's this new hot boy, and you're like, oh gosh, who is it? I'm like, it's Amric, and you laugh because everyone loves him.
Yep, everyone loves loves him. I'm sorry, I talked over you. I do that a lot.
Yeah, that's okay.
No.
No. I really liked the ending to this one a lot more. There was a lot more at stake, it felt like.
It is very dramatic, and yeah, like you really care about the characters at this point. So when one of them is, just take it away, and you're blamed for the crime, and then all the drama of
you can't go
Ralban's rampage, like it just hits differently.
Yeah.
It's not, how do you say, nowadays AAA games spend so much money on what do you call it, motion capture.
Motion capture, yes.
For their and like that was very obviously not motion capture. That was literally just moving little characters around. But to me, I think it had the same effect. You don't need to have an actual person flopping on the floor to go, oh no, something bad's happening. That's just my feeling, I think. I think that many people nowadays spend too much time and effort and money on making things look perfect instead of just making sure that it has the correct feeling.
Yeah, you get the right emotions and the right, story beats. Yeah.
Even in that dinner when Rabon started fighting and they changed the lighting, it was very stylized, but it portrayed the emotion very well, and I really liked it.
Especially
you don't need to go for super realistic to be emotional.
Exactly. And this is why I feel like Square Enix has gotten into this big, we need to be the prettiest. Ever since Final Fantasy VII, that's been a huge thing. We are the prettiest. We make the prettiest games. Final Fantasy X was the best thing ever. And I feel that a lot of what Square Enix has lost over the years is that the reason they are so great is not because their characters look pretty, it's because they know how to tell a story. And I think that they need to return to that, which they did here with that final scene, and return to that feeling of we know how to use color, how to use lighting, and how to cut in ways to make it look like a character was cut in half when you're just using the same model and just showing different halves.
Well, even that scene where Warrior of Light is in the tunnels alone, I really wanted to draw that scene because there was a lot of emotion. You have lost everyone one by one up until that point, and it just hit me really hard, even though it was a simple scene in a sewer with very simple lighting. It was a lot. It was perfect. I love that.
This was definitely that one scene. I was really looking forward to it because this was when people started realizing, okay, this is an actual story. This is an actual game and not just a fetch quest simulator. And so this was when we were super excited we had already seen Heaven's Word trailers and stuff, and I think that came out around 2.4. Well, we had seen enough that we were like, okay, we believe that they can do something good. But the moment this dropped, the moment 2.5, everyone was saying, have you seen it? Have you seen this scene? And everyone, don't say anything, make sure they've seen it. It was like watching, I was saying back in 2.0, it's like watching a Game of Thrones season finale or something. I use Game of Thrones, but at the famous show that's been going on or whatever, a season finale show. And you gotta see it, and you can't talk about it until everyone has seen it. That's how good it is. And This is Final Fantasy. This is Final Fantasy I remember as a child, and I think can continue on in this fashion. I'm excited. I'm excited for more. I'm excited for other. I stopped with Final Fantasy 13. Final Fantasy 14 1.0, I declared Final Fantasy dead to me. They didn't understand what they were doing. They were trying to just make things pretty. And this Yoshi P saved the entire franchise. It's crazy. Can't stop thinking about that.
We'll see what happens with what's coming out now alongside of the new Final Fantasy 14 content. Because at this moment in time, not where Heaven's Word came out, but like now, we're waiting for 16 and also the 7 remake part 2.
Yeah.
Like, we could talk about how awesome 14 is right now, but like, we don't know if Square Enix has learned their lesson, that what they learned from 14, especially if it's gonna bleed into their other projects.
I have heard exactly. That's a very good point, and it's a little scary because as big fans of Square Enix, some of us are, especially me. I want to enjoy it. I've told people before, Final Fantasy series is like a sibling to me. We were born. I was born on the same year.
Together.
Yeah, like we grew up together. I was born 2 weeks before Final Fantasy 1 came out in Japan. That's how much. So I want it to be good. I don't want it to be bad. But I also am not going, as I said, I'm not going to support something that's not going to put their full effort into it. I really pray that 14 has taught them. I think that I have been very vocally against remake, 7 remake, but that's mostly because I just don't like Nomura's storytelling. I think if I watch it and if I actually played it, I would probably enjoy the gameplay. I would probably enjoy the cinematography of it. It looks nice. It's really great, and it's not badly made. I just don't like the story.
I think I'm the one here that has played the first part of the remake. They're still making the part 2.
Yeah, you're the only one that's played it all the way through.
All the way through. Alteron has played it a bit.
Okay, it's like you said, the cinematography is amazing. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't think you would enjoy it. It's very, you can see Nomura in everything. It's not, it's a remake. It has Nomura redoing some of the story. Yeah.
But
it wasn't.
Sorry.
Go ahead. No, I'm running out of thoughts.
Okay, thank you. I was just thinking that So I am thinking that Square Enix has learned. I do know that 14 has said, the developers have said, we are not going to make this mistake again. Koji Fox, during an interview, was saying, we are under we know that we messed up big time. We don't want to do that again because we know how much those fans do mean to us, which is a lot better than a lot of other companies do. So Yoshi P lets me do one more chance. I'm giving this a chance. And Yoshi P, apparently, I don't think he's like the main director of 16, but he's definitely in an advisory role from what I've heard.
Yeah,
I don't actually know his actual thing.
I think he was executive producer, maybe? I'm not sure.
Producer, definitely, like, he is going... If people are going to say, he's going to say, this is what works, this is what doesn't. I'm willing to give 16 a shot. I don't know if because it's going to be on PS5. I don't have a PS5. I'm not getting a PS5. I'm sorry. So I'm not going to be playing it day one. I'm not going to be playing it for years until it comes out on something that I will play it on. But
yeah.
To confirm, he is working as producer for Final Fantasy 16.
Thank you very much. So I'm willing to give Square Enix the benefit of the doubt. I'm willing to continue enjoying their stuff as long as they continue to make good stuff.
Yeah.
Those were my main feelings, and seeing the night and day, even 2.0. I said, I know 2.0 isn't great. I was talking about all the things I didn't like about it, but you can see it. You were saying, the two of you were saying, it's like night and day. 2.0 versus 2.5, like.
Yeah.
And this isn't even the best part. People were saying how much they hated Postgame, even after all of they removed a bunch of the filler cutscenes, the filler stuff. Even then, people are saying this is dumb, they don't like it. When do we get to the good stuff? Air quotes. And so I like 2.x. So, and if you liked 2.x, can you imagine how much better it's going to be at 3.0, which everyone knows is one of the best stories in all of 14. It's going to be great. Oh, sorry.
Just you started off like asking, I think it was what we noticed about 2.x.
Yeah.
And my first thought was just the length, because we played it before they cut out all the chaff.
You guys had to go through the long stuff.
And it was a slog. So, but 2.x in this form, I think they did well.
They did fix a lot of it. They got rid of the sylphs, though.
Yeah, they got rid of a couple things that didn't need to be removed because they didn't really add any time. But I mean, yeah, it didn't ruin the game or anything, so can't really complain about it.
I'm sad, but I'm not like really. It's not a deal breaker. So
yeah, exactly.
So here's my question now. When I started in 2.0, I said, would you have played alone without me in 2.0? And I do remember you guys were saying probably not. What about 2.x? If you were playing mostly single player, some of the people I know coming in are actually just came because they saw the trailers and were like, wow, this actually does look cool. I'm gonna start now.
Okay, so after, like, if you finish a Realm Reborn, or sorry, like 2.0, and then go on to the post game, I guess. If I was playing this by myself, with all the extra quests, I don't know, I can't say, but I think from the high of the end of 2.0 going through, I think there's enough high notes to have kept me going. So yeah.
There you go. 2.x, a million times better than 2.0. What about Elvie though? Would you have played single player?
It would have been a chore to get me to play more right after ARR. But as soon as I started seeing that they were going more into Ishgard, I would have definitely gone through a lot more of the slog. And especially after I met Emmerich and learned that Harsha-Font was also going to be more of a part. Exactly. I am very character-driven. If I love a character, I will play a game all the way through, so I definitely would have kept going. I might have complained about it a lot, but, you know, I would have kept going.
I'm trying to think of how that... Yeah, and I do remember hearing that, what is it? Yoshi P, some people are saying, I don't want to log in every day. I don't want to do that. I don't want to pay a sub for something that I'm not actually playing. And so Yoshi P has said before, please don't burn yourself out on this game. I mean, Christy, this person here, I will log in all the time because I love it that much. But there are a lot of people who just play it for the story and will stop. And Yoshi P is saying, if that's what you want, don't feel like you have to continue to play every day.
Every day, and just find stuff to do in the game. Like, you're allowed to play other games. It's good to have a break, that sort of thing.
So I'm feeling if you are considering like starting Final Fantasy 14 but are afraid of, oh no, it's so much of a time sink, I can never do it. Don't worry, this isn't a game that is reliant on end game stuff like World of Warcraft or other MMOs might be. There is a single player aspect to it. And we might talk about more of that stuff later, but there are parts of this where if you're just playing and having fun straight through, you can stop when you're tired, and $15 for one, or even $10, because $10 now you can get the 1 month $10 thing for just one character, and you can just single player have fun. And $10 for 1 month, you just go through the story and then drop your sub after that? Perfectly fine. Perfectly acceptable. $10 for one like part of the story? That's not that bad. I mean, you know, probably some people with the mobile stuff now, $10? What about $2 for an extra thing? I don't know, but you never know. If you're considering it, you don't have to play every day. You don't have to set up a sub for every month. Don't think about it that way. Have fun.
Especially since now you have a non-time limited free trial up to the end of Heavenswood.
Yes, so this part, you could get all of this that we've done for free, and we're gonna keep going, and you can still have more for free. I'm just saying. Come on, let's join. Let's play together. Let's have some fun. Special thanks.
Yep, we're nearly there.
Almost there, and then I'm gonna talk a little bit about what I'm planning to do. There's gonna be a look. See, this was it. I haven't finished all of the dungeons. Whoopsie doodle. We were a little tired yesterday. This is usually when Aonica, Elvie, and I do like a dungeon run thing. I was a little tired, so we didn't actually do it. I forgot to ask. It wasn't until I went to sleep like, oh crap.
Oh, we haven't done that one yet.
So we haven't finished that, so unfortunately, I'm gonna try and just do a quick run through, grab a few dungeons. Maybe I'll bring Aonica. I'm not sure if I can bring Elvie. Elvie's probably gonna be working. But I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
But I'll try and get those hammered out real quick. I might actually put them out before this one at least, so that like you'll have like an idea of what those were like. And then, well, I can still talk because they're still doing things. I'm planning on showing off some single player stuff. There is what is called a limited job that they released around Stormblood. That was it. Around Stormblood.
Yes,
There was the Blue Mage. Now, if anyone knows about the Blue Mage, you cannot be certain what spells a Blue Mage is going to have at any given time. So, Blue Mages cannot engage in like random dungeons and random joining. They're called limited. And they're meant to be single player. Sorry. The cutscene. Be right there in just a sec.
All has been arranged as you desired, my lord.
The lady in waiting was in on it? But Lolorito was too? and in the jail cell. Raubon. And the Ascian. Gabrialis is no more. The order was not his to invoke. His demise was of his own making. Nevertheless, it concerns me. They have extinguished that which should rightly be eternal. Mayhap he was not wholly mistaken. Greater haste may be warranted. We are of one mind. The northern lands, then. The earth is fertile and the seeds well sown. By my will they shall reap salvation unlike any the world has known. By his will. By his will. Wait a minute. Urihanche? I have answered thy summons, emissary. Speak and make thine intent known. I would speak of fate, Archon. Yours, mine, the fate of this very star. Urihanche, no! Yo, Midgard Sormer.
Thou thinkest sanctuary lieth beyond.
Maybe not sanctuary, but maybe a place to not be killed.
Delusion, despair, death. Thou shalt find naught else here.
I'm sorry, you're just so cute. I can't take you seriously. Well, then I'll face it the way a warrior of light should. To preserve the dawn's light, the heroes journeyed north. Their hearts filled with hope and eyes fixed. Heaven's word! A title drop even before the title actually comes and is dropped. We've completed the quest of Realm Reborn Part 6, exiting New Game Plus mode. Nice!
You'll face it the way a warrior of light should, wearing weather-appropriate clothing.
Alphinaud! Alpha! Come on! Jeez! Actually, I was looking through my glamour chest and I was like, oh, look here! I have a cute little robe I could wear that looks pretty warm, so I think Calosa's gonna get ready to look all nice for that. But before I finish, there you go, there's something to look forward to next week. Before I finish, what was I mentioning? DPS, it's a DPS because, yeah. Technically, there it is. Blue Mage limited job. We're gonna be doing Blue Mage sometime during this week. The dungeons I will do myself, but I'm gonna run this. Can't think of the word stream. I'm gonna stream Blue Mage at least. So I hope you guys enjoy and have fun, because a peculiar fellow by the name of Martin has been selling wares in the fields of Summerford, alleging they will bestow upon those who purchase them the ability to wield blue magic. Finding such assertions to be dubious at best, the Yellow Jackets have enlisted your aid in ascertaining the authenticity. So we're going to be starting with Blue Mage next time. Great. We'll sit down. There we go. I told ya she did it. He was in jail, wasn't he, Altura?
Yeah.
Well then, that's gonna be the end of our time in A Realm Reborn Eorzea. I'm looking forward to next week with Heaven's Word. And thank you so much for being with us, Aonica. Thank you so much, LV.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for coming and talking. I'm sorry I always talk over you.
It's okay.
Thank you for joining us. I will see you guys next week. Bye.